you have the income and expenditure. With my receipt and payment account, all I'm going to do is to take, no, as in this case, let's read the problem that you have. I don't have a problem with the problem. Read the problem. You didn't get it. Separate trading account is to be done for the bar. So I'm going to start out with my bar trading account. What's the name of the club? Long Lane
Football.
Long Lane Football Club. It's football, one word. Long Lane Football Club bar trading account. For the period ending December 31st, and we could call it 2022. Okay, and I said it follows the ordinary procedure of a trading account. So what's the first thing I look for in a trading account? Sales. So what is my bar sales in this case? Pardon me? 14,825. It's a little bit cut off on some of the pages. 14,825. After sales in my normal trading account, what do I look for? After sale, less cost of goods sold. So I'm still going to look for the less cost of goods sold. And how do I get cost of goods sold? Opening stock, plus purchases, plus carrying, minus return outward, minus closing stock. In a bar, in a income and account or a club, you're not going to have all of those things. But definitely, you're going to have your opening stock. And remember, my opening stock is always found where? In the trial balance. So I'm looking for my opening stock. What's the opening stock in this case?
The opening stock is 2,046.
2,046. To that opening stock, I'm going to add purchases. What's my purchases figure?
9,572.
9,572. Calculator, give me the total. That's a
11,618.
11,618. And I'm sure you're not going to see any carriage in or any return outward, so all I'm going to do at this stage is minus my closing stock. What's the figure for closing stock?
2,362.
Which I always find in my in the notes. Whether the notes is at the top or at the bottom. In this case, they put the notes at the top or bottom, wherever the notes is. I look for my closing stock. I'm subtracting my closing stock from my cost of goods available. And what is the difference? 9,000 what? 256. That would have been my cost of goods sold, which I'm now going to subtract from my sales to get my bar profit. What is it? 5,569. And this is my bar profit. I'm finished with that. That's basically what it's going to be. Sometimes when they give you the expenses, they might say to you, apportion the expenses. If they do that, if they give you a problem in which you have to apportion the expense, some go to the income and expenditure and some go to the bar, that's fine. But in a case like this, that's all. So I'm finished with that part of the account. I'm finished with part 1. I would have got my mark for part 1. I'm done. Now I'm going to go on to the income and expenditure account. I have to erase what's on the board, please, in order to show you what happens with the income and expenditure account in there. So, after that, I am going to move on to part 2. Part 2 is going to be and I'm going to let Long Lane Football Club stay right there. But all I'm going to say now is the income and expenditure account. So it's Long Lane Football Club, income and expenditure account. And and you put the period. For the period ending December 31st, 2022. And I'm going to simply take my income. Let's go with the income that we had here. What was the first income? So normally my first income, you're going to look for subscription.
September 28 and
6,000?
6,480.
6,490. Speak up so I can hear you, please. Now, normally we might have subscription owing. We have subscription owing, then we have to add it. And if we have subscription prepaid, we have to subtract it. But in this case, they didn't tell us anything about subscription owing or subscription prepaid. It's a straightforward problem. So I take my 6,490. I said if there's anything called donation received. In this problem, did we receive any donation? What did we receive? 360. So donation received of 360. And we are also going to add the profit that we got from the bar. Bar profit, what was the bar profit again? 5,569. All of that will have been my income. Calculator, tally my income please. While you're doing that, it's less expenditure. And all I'm going to do for less expenditure. What is it? 12,419. Okay, so that would have been my income. Now more or less my expenditure. Expenditure, I'm simply going to look for the things that I would have called expenses. Actually, you have my thing. If you look over here, you see all the expenditure. Expenditure, I'm going to look for the things that we would call what? Expenses. Which in this case, the first one I have was? First one I have is wages. Wages of bar staff is 4,750. I'm going to look up the top to see if there was anything owing, if there was anything prepared. Nothing. So I do wages. 4,000 what? 4,750. What else do we have? I see rates and insurance. What's the figure for rates and insurance?
1,910. 1,910.
1,910. Rates and insurance. I see general expenses. What's the figure for general expense?
605.
605. I see telephone and postage. What's the figure for telephone and postage?
448.
448. Okay, so those are all the expenses I see right here. I had wages, I had rates and insurance, general expenses, telephone and postage. But I now go back to my notes to look to see if I had depreciation. What's their depreciation? Okay, I have depreciation on what?
Sports equipment.
On the equipment it was 1,700 and on equipment you give it the same thing. I say equipment and you say equipment. What are the two?
Fittings.
Fittings.
Furniture.
Okay, so on fittings, what's the depreciation? 1,350. And all I'm going to do now is to tally that. Calculate. $10,728. And I'm going to subtract that from my income, and the difference is going to be my surplus of income over expenditure. $1,690.
600.
That's my surplus of income over expenditure. My bar trading account, my income and expenditure account would have been completed. You would have gotten full score by simply doing it.